Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's been a hot minute. I've been doing my stuff, and I like to start off with a video of War 5 and 6. Just to catch up on the videos before the season ends. I'm going to be pumping out the videos in 2 wars each, and I'd like to feature our boss, our alliance leader, Flakler Ray. He is currently facing Guardian, and this is tier 6. It's not that bad, to be honest, and it's a pretty normal fight. He does get hit sometimes, but it's normal. Doom is a pretty tanky champion, so there shouldn't be an issue there. Then after this, you'll be facing Hitmonkey, which is also an easy fight in tier 6. So yeah, from there, I do bring you guys some boss fights, and from Wars 5 and 6, the first 2 boss fights are in tier 6, and the last 3 are in tier 5. So once we get there, I'll commentate. Alright guys, coming up to this next fight, this is a boss in tier 6. We're using my alternate account, Atomic Hot Dog, and I take down this Sasquatch with Guillotine 2099 with 100 combo. And I was debating on healing up Torch, however I didn't want to use the Glory Store nor units. That's going to be for future Abyss run. I'll probably stream that when I do get the chance and the units. But I do use Guillotine. The only thing that concerned me was when he would go into his unstoppable phase, where his special 1 could stun you through the block, and his special 2, and all his specials pretty much provoke a passive unstoppable. But the fight was done 1 shot, and you know, I'm just thankful that I didn't die this fight. And yeah, I tried cycling as many special 2s just to put that reverse healing debuff. I forgot the name. But other than that, a pretty nice fight. Alright guys, so now I bring you a fight from the OG's account in the Alliance. So pretty much he's going to use his 455 SIG 200 magic, and he's going to activate a few boosts. And pretty much what the game plan here is to get to 2 bars of power, bait out any specials that CGR may have, and then from there just backdraft intercept him into until he dies. And magic does take a bit of damage, however she heals it back via limbo. And yeah, it's a pretty standard fight, intercepting, and sometimes he doesn't want to intercept, but you know, just block and take a few hits in your block, then just repeat the cycle, and eventually Cosmic Ghost Rider should go down. And yeah, it's a pretty standard fight, pretty clean. I'm not sure if he loses too much health, but I know it was a one shot. Okay, so this next boss fight, I wasn't sure if I was recording. I checked and I wasn't. Thankfully, this was the beginning of the fight. And this alliance, this is now tier 6, as you can tell from, sorry, tier 5, as you can tell from the 5-minute timer. And decided to use a Korg as their final boss, since they're running the Protect global node. And so I took this fight linked. I used Omega Red and left up the Brute Force node. And at times I wasn't sure if I was going to make it. However, I did solo this fight. It was a pretty long fight, so I sped it up a little bit. And it's interesting because I'm used to parrying Korg and applying the degen, but I think in this fight I do use a different technique. I bait out special 2s and then apply my spores, I think later down the fight. It was something I just made up on the go. And from here on out, I think I do use special ones just to pretty much gain some life back. And I'm not sure if I do use special 3s since this war was a while back. But overall, I was pretty happy with this fight. I was able to apply more spores, speed up the process, and pretty much the video should be done in a few seconds. Alright guys, so I bring you another fight from the OG's account, and he's using a pretty unconventional counter, and since I think his Void is a 455, he didn't want to risk getting timed out in his tier 5 war, and this is the second boss in the in war number 6 actually for tier 5, and pretty much he's bringing in Aegon, building up his combo and managing the rock stacks as best as he can. For my knowledge, he does solo this fight, and personally I don't think I would have brought Aegon. I mean, I could in the future to take on Thing, just because Void is a little bit more easier, friendly user against Thing, since his dashback is provides a lot of space compared to Aegon's, where you have to dash back multiple times. And I think this fight was a nail biter, since he does get hit somewhere in the match. But overall, it's pretty nice to see counters other than, you know, the usuals like Void, you know, all the Spider-Gwen. I think I've seen some people use Aegon. It just reminds me of the Abyss. And so yeah, it's a pretty nice fight. Alright guys, just to end off the video, I have a video from Yo Soy Tu Maestro. Courtesy of him, he takes on Thing versus Void, again in Tier 5. And this is the last boss fight in War number 6. It's a pretty standard fight. Void applies his debuffs and Thing eventually dies from the reverse healing. And yeah, pretty solid wars. Not sure what the results were, but I think we're still Gold 1. And I think we'll still be Gold 1. Oh yeah, this thing's on suicides. And yeah, so again, thank you so much for tuning in, and I apologize for the delay in videos. Being a student isn't easy, and trying to do MCOC. These videos surprisingly do take me a little bit of time, so I have to factor that in. So again, thank you so much for tuning in, and hope you keep watching my videos. I'll be working on a variety of other content in the near future. All I have to do is plan it out. Just thank you so much, and you guys have a good day.
My mom is, well, you know, I don't roll like that.